We're still on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Connected Warriors Chair Yoga. And also sponsored by the VA. We are going to start focusing on our breath, coming to a comfortable seated position as you inch your way, moving your hips halfway out on the chair if it's available to you. Most important during this entire practice, please, safety is our utmost concern. So we're going to sit in a nice comfortable position, focusing on our breath, eyes open, eyes closed, inhaling through our nose if it's available to you to the count of 4, and exhaling also through our nose. I like to encourage everybody to use nasal breathing as much as possible because the nose is designed to function as the vehicle which allows air to come in and expand throughout the body as opposed to the mouth. So with that in mind, remember safety is our utmost concern. We're inhaling and we're noticing our belly, ribs, and chest will rise. If you would like to place your hands on your belly, your ribs, and your chest, do so. So you can witness the rising of the belly, ribs, and chest. Then as you exhale, you'll also notice the contraction of your chest, ribs, and belly. Become aware of it. Stay tuned to your inhaling and exhaling. You might become aware of the sound of the ocean as you're inhaling and exhaling. It's all good. It's part of your Ujjayi breath. Next, inhale. We're going to release our hands back down to our laps if they were on our belly and chest, and begin to open your eyes if they were closed. Continuing to inhale and exhale. Make sure your shoulders are rolled back. You're pressing into the soles of your feet on your mat, and your knees are directly over your ankles. Shoulders over your hips. Next inhale, we're going to bring our hands up towards the ceiling. Arms, of course, are following. Reaching up, finding a little stretch along the sides of your body. You're pressing into your sitting bones. Now you're going to bring your hands down and cup them on your shoulders. We're going to work on the thoracic spine as we rotate our elbows forward and back, forward and back. Inhale up and out. Exhale down and back. Inhale up and out. We're going to do it one more time. Exhale down and back. Bring your elbows up, parallel with your mat, and breathe. Now, if it's available, just see if you can extend both elbows out in front. Continue to keep your elbows parallel, and maybe your elbows will touch, maybe they won't. There's no judgment here in this yoga class. You do, it's your practice. You do what you can do. Bring your elbows together again, opening up that back, the thoracic spine, especially. One more touch and release. Extend your arms all the way up to the ceiling. We're gonna just slowly float our hands down alongside our hips as we exhale. Completing the exhale, our hands arrive alongside our hips. That's a nice little wake up for the back. Now let's go back up to the neck. And we're gonna pretend we have a pencil on our nose and we're gonna start to draw circles, small circles first. Just small circles in one direction, opening up until we have it drawn to the fullest extent that our neck will allow. So they're big circles. And once we've completed a full circle of our big circles, we're going to reverse and come down and start with the small circles. Just do small circles. Just opening up the neck. And you increase until you get a real big circle. Only what's available to you. There's no judgment here in this class. I do not give out any rewards for the best circles. All right. Come back to a neutral gaze. Your chin now is parallel with the mat. Your shoulders are back. Your hands are alongside your hips. They can be anchoring you into the chair if you would like to hold on to them. On the next inhale, extend your left hand all the way up to the ceiling. Reach up now and press down with your sitting bones and rooting down with your feet. Exhale, we're going to lean over to the right side with the left hand. So we're getting a little extension, even a big extension on the left side of our body. Peeling the left arm all the way over to the right side, whatever's available to you. Again, safety is of utmost importance. We do not want to fall out of our chair. So we're reaching over and opening up the left side of our body. Make sure you're pressing down with that left sitting bone. Inhale, release out of that. Now replace the left hand with the right hand. The right hand goes up towards the ceiling. And we're opening up the right side of the body. Reach up, press down with both feet and sitting bones. Exhale, reach over to the left side. Anchor in with your left hand. And reach over, opening up the right side of the body. All right, pressing down with that right sitting bone. We don't want to lose our balance in the chair. Reaching over, and in the next inhale, bring your right hand up to meet your left. Exhale, float those hands down nice and slowly, completing the exhale, arriving at your hips. Roll your shoulders back. Roll them in one direction. Press down with your sitting bones as you're doing it and draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Pause. Now rotate them in the opposite direction. Pause. Come back to a neutral spine. Want to work a little bit on the feet. So what I would like you to do is lift your heels up off the mat, press into your toes and only into the toes. If you're lifting even the balls of your feet a little bit off the mat, just slowly press into your toes. Exhale, we're going to bring our heels down. Now we're going to lift the balls of our feet, our toes, excuse me, and the balls of our feet off the mat, pressing into our heels. Inhale, release your toes down and lift the heels off the mat. Press into your toes now. You get the full extension. Very unusual to work on your feet. Usually we take them for granted. Exhale your heels down. Inhale your toes and the balls of your feet up. Now we're also working the upper portion of the shin. You'll feel that possibly. Exhale, bring those toes down. Inhale, lift your heels up. pressing into your toes. Now we're working on the back side of our legs, on the calf section. Exhale, bring the heels down, lift the toes and the balls of the feet off the mat if it's available. Do what's available to you. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, bring your heels back up. Inhale down. All right. Let's bring the right foot out in front of us. Keep your spine straight and the crown of the head drawing up towards the ceiling. Keep your right leg straight. Now rotate your ankle on the right foot in one direction. Pause and rotate it in the opposite direction. Pause and bring your right foot down and extend your left leg out, straight out in front of you. Keep your spine straight, chin parallel with the mat. Begin to rotate your ankle in one direction. Might hear a little snap, crackle, and pop. It's all good. See if you can keep that left leg straight out. Pause, and now rotate in the opposite direction. Remember, a straight spine. We're always looking for length in our spine. We're working the entire body, not just the ankles. All right, pause and return your left foot back to the mat. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, raise those arms all the way up to the ceiling. Look up at your hands. If it's available to you, reach up, press down with your sitting bones in your feet. So we got real length. We're looking for real length in the spine. Exhale, float the hands down one more time. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up to the ceiling. Now we're going to make a clasp with our hands and press our palms away. Turn our palms towards the ceiling and press those palms up towards the ceiling and your sitting bones down. Look up at your hands if it's available to you. Maybe you can bring those hands back a little bit. Only if it's available. Now, the real challenge, we're going to hinge over to the right. Press your left sitting bone down. Do not allow that to come off the seat. Press into both feet and both sitting bones though. Emphasize that left sitting bone. Press your hands up towards the ceiling. You're getting a great stretch along the left side of your body. Bring your lungs up with it, the diaphragm. Inhale them up. Exhale and relax a little bit. Inhale, press up one more time. And now return it back to center. Guess what? We're going to the other side. So exhale, relax. Allow your chest just or your diaphragm to relax here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, go ahead over to the left side. You're looking up at your hands if it's available to you. Again, root down with your feet and your sitting bones. Exhale, press into your hands, your palms. Press your palms away and your sitting bones down. Good stretch along the right side of the body. Intercostal muscles are really appreciating this. Press, press, press. Inhale, coming back to center. Releasing your hands. Bringing your arms back to cactus arms. Placing your hands as if they were holding coconuts on your shoulders and rotating your elbows in one direction. Pause and then rotate them in the other direction. Pause. Bring your hands down to your laps. Your lap. All right, time to take a little drink. Hopefully everybody has some liquid to hydrate. Before we move into a little bit of twisting. Coming back to our seated staff pose, hands alongside the hips. Next, inhale, bring those hands up to the ceiling. Reaching up, bring your diaphragm up with you now on the inhale. Exhale, we're going to place the right hand on the left knee. The left hand goes behind the back, either on the chair or onto your back. Your choice. Now you have not twisted yet. So you're going to inhale and lengthen your spine. Crown of that head goes up, sitting bones down. Exhale, we're going to look out over our left shoulder. Bring your eyes with you. And just breathe here. Work with your breath. Each inhale allows you to release slowly a little bit. And then you exhale, see if you can find more room in your twist. You're wringing out all those organs, allowing fresh oxygen and blood to replenish whatever was in there. Inhale, release a little bit. Exhale, move a little deeper into the pose. Again, you want a straight spine. You're pressing your sitting bones down. Your next inhale, bring your gaze and only your gaze over your right shoulder. So we cross the midline, get another twist here. Continue to press into your sitting bones and draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. So we're really finding length in our spine. Really getting a nice twist, little stretch for the upper neck. Inhale, and out of the pose, bringing both hands on up to the ceiling. And reach up, bring the diaphragm with you. Drop your shoulders down and reach up. Exhale your left hand on top of your right knee. Your right hand goes behind you, either grabbing the chair or your back, whatever you're most comfortable with. Your spine is straight, you're still gazing straight forward. Inhale, crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to move into the twist. So we're going to look out over our right shoulder, bringing our right shoulder back and our left shoulder forward. Just breathe here. Work with your breath. Always fun to play with your breath. You inhale and relax. You exhale, you move a little bit deeper. Just see what's available to you. No judgment. Don't have any judgment about what the outcome is going to be. Doesn't matter. You're playing with your body. Just inhale, relax. Exhale, release. Or move deeper, excuse me. Your next inhale, just bring your gaze and only your gaze over your left shoulder. Crossing that midline. We're still pressing down on our sitting bones and rooting down with our feet. We have the crown of our head being drawn up towards the ceiling. And just breathe here. Next inhale, invite your hands up to the ceiling. And reach up, bring your diaphragm up, drop your shoulders down and continue to reach up. Exhale, float your hands down alongside your hips. Place your hands on your laps and bring your chest or your chin down towards your knees or your arms for child's pose. Press your sitting bones back and draw the crown of your head forward. So you can come up with a flat back while you're doing this. Do not bring your chin to your chest. You're looking out at the mat. You're pressing your sitting bones down and you're pressing your feet down. This is an active child's pose. If you just want to relax, just inhale and exhale without pressing away. Inhale, coming out of the pose, pressing in your palms into your knees and returning to a seated staff pose. Hopefully everybody has a strap. We're going to play with our strap for a little bit. So we're going to place the strap on our left shoulder. Come back to a seated staff pose. Inhale, extend the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. Drop your shoulder blades and reach up a little higher. Exhale, bend your left elbow, grabbing onto the strap. Now reach over with your right hand, grab your left elbow. See if you can invite that left elbow up towards the ceiling a little bit higher, or bring your left elbow back behind your ear a little bit deeper. Whatever's available to you. Getting a good stretch in that tricep. Press down on your sitting bones. All right, next inhale, we're going to release that right hand. All right, bring it down all the way. Turn the palm back towards the back of the mat. And now swing that right hand back behind your back so you can grab the strap. All right, we're holding the strap with both hands now, unless you are super flexible, your hands are touching. In either case, we're going to walk our hands up the strap or just continue to make a grip with our hands, whatever's available to you. Just inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, we're going to bring that left elbow down towards our right knee. You may only be able to go so far, doesn't matter. Or you may be able to bring that left elbow down to the right knee. Whatever is available to you. Again, no judgment. We're going to inhale up and release the strap with both hands. Bring both hands on up to the ceiling. Now switch the strap over to the opposite shoulder. And exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down on top of the right shoulder, holding the strap, and reach over with our left hand. See if we can assist that right elbow up towards the ceiling or back further behind our right ear. Whatever's available to you. We're just getting a big stretch. We're stretching along the intercostal muscles on the right side, but we're also stretching the right tricep. Just breathe into it. Press into your sitting bones. Next exhale, we're going to release that left hand, and bring the left hand behind the back, grabbing the strap and walking our fingers up the strap, unless, of course, we are super flexible and able to join our fingers behind our back. And whatever the case may be, press into your sitting bones and root down with your feet through the crown of your head and your right elbow up towards the ceiling. Just find to lengthen your spine all the time. Exhale, we're bringing the right elbow down to the left knee. Wherever you are, just if you're uncomfortable, you can breathe through it. If you're in pain, you just back away, get out of the pose. Whatever's available to you. There's no judgment. Be patient with yourself. Trust whatever you're doing is the right thing for you. Inhaling back up out of the pose, releasing your right hand. Taking the strap away from your back for a few minutes. Shake out those shoulders. Rotate them in one direction and rotate them in the other direction. Come to stillness, come to a seated staff pose. Do a little bit with our knees and our hips. So on the next inhale, bring your left knee up towards your chest. You're raising your left foot off the mat and bringing that left knee up, towards your chest. Just breathe into it. Now make a clasp around that left knee with your two hands. Clasp your fingers and see if you can assist it coming up a little closer to your chest. Just breathe into it. Press down on your sitting bones and that right foot. We don't want to lose our balance. Press into the sole of your left foot as if you're pressing the mat away also. Keep everything involved. Keep your spine straight. Exhale, release out of that. Come back to a seated staff pose. And now lift your right foot off the mat. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Invite your hands to make a clasp around your right knee. And bring your right knee a little bit closer to your chest. Again, straight spine. Always look for length in your spine. Become aware as you inhale and exhale. On each exhale, your belly button is being drawn to your spine, and that's the opportunity to lift that right knee a little higher. Just work with your breath. Exhale, release that right knee down, bring your hands alongside your hips, and we'll move into our pigeon pose. So on the next inhale, we're going to, I should offer you a few options, all right? Place your right heel straight out in front of you as far as you can, but still touching the mat. And then place your left ankle on top of your right ankle. All right. The other option is going to be bringing your the sole of your left foot to your, on top of your your right knee. Hold on to your left knee with your left hand and your left foot with your right hand. Inhale, we got a straight spine. And exhale, moving into the pigeon pose. Now, if you're ankle on top of ankle, just bring your chest down and keep your hands either anchored in the chair, anchoring you in the chair, or holding on to your knees. In any case, we're opening up those hips a little bit more where we hold a lot of tension. Just breathe into it. Press your sitting bones down and still keep a straight spine. If you feel comfortable in this pose and you want to bring your chin down towards your chest, that's an option to make it a little deeper. You're rounding your back slightly. Inhale up, release out of that. Release your left foot back down to the mat. We're moving into the opposite side. Again, you have the option of extending your left foot out, placing your right ankle on top of your left ankle. And in this pose, you just lean forward, hinge forward, keeping your spine straight, bringing your chin towards your knee, your knees. Or you have the other option of placing your right ankle on top of your left knee, holding your right foot with your left hand, your right knee with your right hand. Inhaling, finding length in your spine. Exhaling, moving down, moving your chest down towards your right shin. And just breathe here. Work with your breath. Again, you inhale, and then you exhale. You bring your belly button to spine and find a little bit more room as you hinge forward. Breathe into it. Press into your sitting bone. Do not lose your balance at any cost. Breathe into it. Work and play with this pose. So good for your hips, releasing all that tension. Inhale, coming out of the pose, returning your right foot back down to the mat, returning to a seated staff pose. We're going to work on some cat-cows. Now we've been working pretty hard, so we're going to place our hands on our hips, use our fingers like claws. Inhale, draw our chest forward, our belly expands, and bring our gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale into cat pose, press our palms into our knees, round our back, chin to chest, belly button to spine. For cat pose. Inhale, moving into cow pose. Gaze up, nice opening for the neck. Chest out and belly out, expanding the belly. Nice opening for the chest, shoulders back, draw those shoulders blades together. Exhale into your cat pose. Chin to chest, belly button to spine, round the back. Really working on expanding the back, opening up those ribs. Inhale, 2, 3, forward, gazing up at the ceiling, and our chest is forward, our belly is expanded. We're using our fingers as grips to claw away at our knees. Exhale into cat pose, belly button to spine. Press into the knees with your fingers, well, with your palms. Nice round back, shoulders forward. Inhale back to a seated staff pose, shake it out, take a drink, work a little bit more with our strap on the next poses. The strap is very useful in these seated yoga postures. So we're going to place the strap on our knees, cross our knees. And from the seated staff pose, we're going to grab our strap about shoulder width apart and inhale our arms straight out in front of us, parallel with our mat. Now, if it's available to you, put a little isometric pressure between your fists. You're holding the strap tight. If you would like, just place a little bit of pressure on that strap. Straighten your spine, gaze straight out in front of you. On the exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. When you gaze with you, you're twisting with your torso, as well as bringing your right arm, your right fist is drawing your left fist deeper into the pose, working with your breath. You inhale and relax in the pose. Exhale, just move a little deeper. Maybe it's available to you, maybe it isn't. Just don't place any judgment on it. Whatever's available to you at the time. Breathe into it. Inhale, bring them on back to center. Realign yourself. Press your sitting bones in, root your feet down, and draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to move over to the left side. Now we're twisting. We're drawing ourselves deeper into the twist by using our left hand, our left fist to draw the right fist a little bit deeper. But we're also working with our breath. We inhale and we're relaxing in the pose. Then we exhale and see if there's a little bit more room. It might be a scotch. Doesn't matter. No judgment. Remember, it's your practice. You do what you can do. No medals, no trophies being awarded. Inhale, come on, back to center. We're doing so well, we're going to expand our grip on the strap and reach our arms straight up towards the ceiling. Now, if it's available to you, see if you can bring it back behind your head a little bit. You might have to give yourself more room on the strap. Just bring your arms back as far as comfortable for you. Remember, if you're in pain, you back away. I mean, if you're in pain, yeah, you back away. And if you're uncomfortable, you just breathe through it. Press your feet down. Become aware that your entire body is doing this practice. Do not neglect rooting down with your feet, rooting down with your sitting bones. Now we're going to hinge over to the right as we use our right hand to assist our left hand up towards the ceiling. Right hand now may be parallel with the mat. We get a good opening here. We have a little bit of isometric pressure between our fists. Press into your sitting bones. Inhale back up to center. Exhale while we're here. Next inhale. See if you can find length in your spine. Draw those hands closer to the ceiling. Exhale. Moving over to the left side. Your left arm is now parallel with the mat, and your left hand is assisting your right hand going higher towards the ceiling, pressing down with your sitting bones and your feet. Keep every portion of your body involved. Inhale back up. Now you might go a little bit deeper, a little bit longer as you bring the strap a little bit further behind your back. Open up that chest. Now, while you're opening up your chest, look up towards the ceiling and just breathe here. Nice opening for the chest here. Inhale, bring the strap up and bring it back down. Place the strap to the side. We'll take a little break from the strap for a few minutes as we do a little forward folds. So we're back in a seated mountain pose. Inhale, extend the arms on up to the ceiling. Press down, you know what to press down on. Reach up and you're looking up at the same time. The next exhale, you bring your hands down behind your back and make a clasp with your hands. Now, if this is not available to you, just grab onto the chair. Do what's available to you. Roll your shoulder blades back. See how close you can get them. Press, now make a clasp with your hands and press your hands down towards the mat. Inhale. And now exhale, fold forward. Nice and easy. Fold forward. Bring in your chest down on top of your knees. Whatever position is available to you. You may only go halfway. You may be able to go all the way. Now, breathe. Inhale, relax. Exhale, move a little deeper. If you're looking for a little more of a challenge, only if you're looking for that challenge, see if you can raise those clasped hands up towards the ceiling. Not necessary, just an option. We've worked on those shoulders a good bit this morning, so we may have a little more fluidity in our shoulders. Exhale, bring the clasped hand back down towards your hips. Release the grip. Place your hands on your lap and slowly come out of the pose back to a seated staff pose. Very good. Shake it out, take a little drink. All right. I'm liking the strap today. We're going to use the strap on our feet. So we'll start out with the left foot. Place the strap on the ball of the left foot, and we're going to hold it with both hands. Come to a seated staff pose, holding the strap. Next inhale, extend your left leg straight out in front of you. The important thing here is your leg is straight. Your knee is not bent. You're holding the strap with both hands. Walk your hands on up the strap. And bring your toes on the left foot back towards your face or your shoulders, whatever you are considering. The next inhale, just see if there's a little bit more room as you try to raise that left leg, which is already straight, up towards the ceiling. You're bringing the toes up. Now the toes are pointed back toward your face. We're going to switch the strap over to the left hand. Bring the right arm out to a T. And we're going to bring that left leg, the straightened left leg, out to the left. Just breathe here. Open up the fingers on the right hand. Stretch them out. Now close them and stretch them out. Keep working with that right hand. At the same time, we're going to see if we can lift that left foot just a scotch higher. Whatever's available to you. Work that right hand at the same time. Relax. Inhale, relax. And now bring that left leg straight in. Lift it up a little bit higher and see, bringing your right hand back to join you. Switching the strap with the right over to the right hand, bringing the left arm out to a T, working those fingers at the same time. And now we're going to bring that right leg, left leg over to the right side. Whatever's available to you. Again, no challenge here for everybody. It's a challenge for you individually. You do what you can do. Work with your fingers. Inhale, bring that left leg back. Bring your left hand to grab the strap and release the strap, bringing the left foot down. Ooh, we're going to place the strap on the right foot. We're holding the strap with both hands. Inhale, bring that right leg straight out in front of you. Walk your fingers up the strap. Keep your spine straight and the crown of your head going up towards the ceiling. Inhale, see if you have a little bit more room. As you raise that right foot up maybe a half an inch or half a centimeter, whatever's available to you. Your toes on the right foot are pointed back toward your shoulders. Switch the strap over to your right hand. Extend your left arm out to a T. Work your fingers at the same time as you bring your right leg over to the right. See if you can raise that right leg up, maybe a scotch, whatever that means to you. Still your spine is straight, you're working your left hand. Bringing the toes back on the right foot, back towards your shoulders. Exhale, we're going to release, bringing the left hand in to grab the strap and see if we can. Now we're holding the strap with both hands. See if we can raise that right leg, maybe a half an inch, whatever's available to you. Maybe you can't raise it at all. It doesn't matter. Now switch the strap over to your left hand. Bring your right arm out to a T and work the fingers, making a fist with your right hand. Bringing the right leg over to the left side. And breathe here. Keep the spine straight. You're pressing down into your sitting bones and pressing down into your left foot. Inhale, bringing the right foot back. Your right hand grabs the strap, releasing the strap and bringing the right foot down to the mat. Place the strap on the side. Shake it out. We're going to move into a little balancing pose. We're going to do the tree pose. Again, you have options. We're anchoring in the left leg. We're going to bring the right ankle on top of the right heel on top of the left ankle. If that's available to you and that's as far as you want to go, that's fine. If you would like, bring the sole of the right foot to the inner thigh of your left leg. We're still on the halfway mark on the chair. You may have to move back a little bit to make this a little more comfortable for you. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. You're pressing the right foot against the left thigh, and you're pressing the left thigh against the right foot. Just breathe here. We're in tree pose. This is a balancing pose. Inhale, we're going to put wind in our trees. So we'll raise our hands up towards the ceiling and let the wind take over as we challenge our balance in our chair. Again, this is purely optional. You do what's available to you. Pause, bring your hands back to heart center. Release the right foot down to the mat. And we're going to move into prayer, tree on the opposite side. So your option might be to bring your left heel on top of your right ankle and bring your hands to heart center. You can do your tree, or you can bring the sole of your left foot to the inner thigh of your right leg. Bring your hands to heart center and breathe. A little bit of action between the sole of the left foot and the inner right thigh. They're pressing against each other. Inhale, put some trees, some leaves, some branches out there, and let the wind take over. Woo. As we sway in the breeze. Come to stillness, bring your hands to heart center, release out of the pose, release your left foot back down to the mat. Bring both feet to the side edges of your mat. So you're spreading your knees apart. Inhale, extend your arms all the way up to the ceiling. We're going into a forward fold, so press into your sitting bones. Draw your shoulders down, lift that diaphragm up. Exhale, bring your belly button to spine and slowly work your way down. Work your way down at the halfway mark. Pause. Press your sitting bones back and reach your hands out towards the front of your mat. Breathe. Next exhale, you're going to move further down, nice and slowly, moving into a forward fold. That may mean your hands reach your knees, your shins, a block, or the mat. Your choice. You can bring your hands over to your feet, whatever is available to you. Now bring your chin to your chest if it's available to you. Relax your neck. Let your head hang loose. Look over to the left. And then look over to the right. Press into your sitting bones. Inhale back to center. Work our way up to a half lift. Hands come to the shins or your knees. Back is flat. Crown of your head is being drawn towards the front of your mat. Inhale, coming all the way up, nice and slowly. We want to equalize that pressure. Check yourself out. Make sure you're not feeling dizzy when you come up. Breathe. Inhale, extend the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Press down on your sitting bones. I can't emphasize enough. Lengthen the spine. We're going forward into a forward fold one more time, pausing halfway. We do these things nice and slowly. Press your sitting bones back, crown of your head towards the front of the mat. Next exhale, you're going to take yourself all the way down. Your knees, your shin, or the mat, whatever's available to you if you're using a block. Just breathe into it. Then we're going to get a little twist on as long as we're here. So walk your fingers over to your left foot, shin, or knee. grab your left foot, shin, or knee with your right hand and extend your left hand on up towards the ceiling. Just breathe to it, breathe into it. Inhale, you relax. Exhale, you move a little bit deeper. Just breathe into it. Next, inhale, bring that left hand down to meet your right hand. Walk your fingers back to center. And we're going to move over to the right side. So the next exhale, we're walking our fingers over to the left side, holding the left side with the right side, excuse me, holding the right side with our left hand and reaching our right arm on up to the ceiling. Just breathe here. Work with your breath, play with it. This is your practice. Next, inhale, we're going to bring that right hand down, wherever it meets your left hand. Come back to the center, and we're going to work our way slowly into a half lift. Hands are going on the shins or on your knees. Back is straight, crown of your head being drawn towards the front of your mat. Pressing your sitting bones back. Back is flat. Next inhale, we're just coming up nice and slowly, equalizing that pressure, coming into a seated staff pose. Bring the knees back in together. And we'll do a little bit of a chair pose. So on the next inhale, we're anchoring in to our chair, holding on to our chair with our hands. Extend both feet out, straight out in front of you, pointing the toes back toward your face. If it's available to you, release your right hand. Then maybe release your left hand, only if it's available to you. You're in boat pose. Now drop your feet back down to the mat, and we're in chair pose. If it's available to you, press into both feet, lift your hips off the chair. Again, only if it's available. You're in chair pose the way you were sitting. Keep your back straight and draw the crown of your head straight. Well, actually, it's at a 45-degree angle from your mat. Keep your back straight, press into the heels as you drop your sitting bones closer to your chair. Exhale all the way, relax into your chair. Grab onto your seat or have your hands alongside your hips. Roll your shoulders. Anchor into your chair as you swing your hips right to left. Come to stillness. We'll move into our final resting pose. Eyes open, eyes closed. It's available to you to lie on your mat. It's purely a good option to exercise at this point. Wherever you are, just relax. Check in with your breath. Check in with relaxation. Sure that the tongue is away from the roof of your mouth. Nice little opening in your lips. Your teeth are unclenched. Breathe. Draw attention to your breath. Just allow it to flow softly and quietly. Watch it without trying to change it. Feel and visualize the flowing of your breath through your nostrils. It comes in through your nostrils, down your throat, into your lungs. Visualize it as it travels through your body. As easy and as naturally as your breath flows in, watch it flow out. Flows out effortlessly. Allow your mind to become totally involved with your breath. Whenever your mind wanders, which inevitably it will, just gently bring it back to your breath. See if you can notice the natural pauses between the inhales and the exhales. As you inhale and pause, see if you can notice the emptiness between your breaths. Notice the natural quieting of the mind. Just stay with it, coming back to your breath. Following your breath. Relax. Slowly, we're going to start waking ourselves up. So wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you're lying on the mat, eventually bring your knees in towards your chest and rock side to side. If you're lying on the mat, eventually land on your right side and pause. And then press into your left hand and lift yourself up to a seated, comfortable position. You could stay lying on your mat also, doesn't matter. Eyes begin to open. I want to thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. It's always an honor and a pleasure, which I truly treasure. As we bring our hands together, a light in me sees and acknowledges the light in each and every one of you. When we bring that light together, we produce peace and harmony throughout the universe. Namaste. Everybody okay?
Yes, thank you, Jim.
My pleasure, Barbara. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, a little different. We try to change it up each time.
Yeah, felt really good. It was, I felt it in my arms a lot today for some reason, but it was good.
And your arms, yeah, I was trying to open up the back, but it's hard to neglect the arms, you know?
Yes.
How the arms get involved in that. Crazy. That's all right. I like to get the entire body involved. So.
Very good.
It was great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that Linda?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is it
Nice.
okay that is it okay that I worked on the floor instead of the chair a lot?
Absolutely, you can do it standing, I really should mention that, it's advertised as a chair yoga class, but you can do it any way you want. You do not have to stay in the chair.
Great,
know,
all right, thank you.
Unless you do, yeah. I always encourage people to do it whatever way they feel comfortable doing it. You're not
Thanks,
limited.
Jim.
All right, Lee, it's always a pleasure. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yes, sir. Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. It was a very good workout.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Rich. Lee, I'm gonna call you both names.
All
Bye.
right, well, have a wonderful weekend. Please be safe and be careful.
Thank
Yep.
you. You
You
too.
as well.
I will. See y'all next Friday.
You
Okay.
bet. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.